Hey everyone, Bank of Bricks here. Monster Fighters is a LEGO theme that is near and dear to my heart. It feels like just yesterday the sets were still on shelves. This theme saw a group of, well, monster fighters hunt down a series of villainous creatures in order to stop the evil Lord Vampire from gathering all the moonstones and eclipsing the sun forever. The theme featured a great group of heroes, with surprisingly enough, some pretty decent disability representation. The monsters of the theme were all reminiscent of old black and white horror movies, such as Frankenstein's monster, a mad scientist, a werewolf, mummy, and despite lacking the name, Lord Vampire is very close to the many depictions of Dracula. Despite this being a unique original theme from LEGO, only one wave was produced. So, I have decided that it is my duty to see this injustice resolved by remaking the Monster Fighter series with 3 waves, an overarching villain, and some story to boot. Before I begin showcasing my reimagined sets, I must first explain how these sets are built and showcased to you. I've built all of the sets seen in this video using the LEGO Stud.io program, also known as LEGO Studio. It is tied to Bricklink and features hundreds of parts, including your standard studded pieces, Bionicle, Technic, and minifigure parts. You can build just about any idea you can think of, using a palette of all of LEGO's colors. You are not limited to official parts, so you can go crazy with all your creations. If you want to stay more true to form, you can even order the parts used in your builds straight from Bricklink very easily. And if, like me, you want to show off your newly built models, you can use Studio's rendering software to create many cool scenes. I am in no way sponsored by the Studio program. I just enjoy using it for these videos, and maybe you'll want to use it too, seeing as it's completely free. Now, without further ado, let us begin this terrifying tale. Our first theme takes place way back in the 1950s, where the evil Dr. Miasmo mind controls various monsters by taking away their brains. These mind-controlled creatures are sent to attack the monster fighters as they attempt to locate the location of Dr. Miasmo's base. Our first set sees the brave Scotsman, Jack McHammer, stalked by the Lagoon Lurker. While searching this small, swampside hut, Jack must put his signature hammer arm to the test and face off against the foul Fishman, not too happy with Jack's hobby of capturing his brethren, and sent to protect whatever secrets lie within this puzzling ramshackle shed. Our next set introduces, or rather reintroduces, a familiar face. Johnny Thunder joins the Monster Fighters for a rather strange adventure. I decided to include Johnny in this first wave as a little bit of fun, and to have a mentor for this theme's protagonist. This set features my reinterpretation of set 3055, The Adventurer's Car. While on his way to aid the others, Johnny is besieged by ghosts while passing a graveyard. 2 ordinary spirits and the trans-blue, ball-and-chained Phantom are the foes of this set. Our next fighter, Ginger Lee, takes center stage in this set. An actress, this fierce fencer is getting up close and personal while studying up for a role. She faces the Bone Scorpion and the Pharaoh it carries. This long-dead demon thankfully only controls dead scorpions, as he lashes out and slashes it out with our daring actress. Our next trip is to the castle of Count Orstud. The immortal vampire may have clues for our fighters. This set introduces my protagonist for this theme, Private Quentin Steele. His design here is based off of Brendan Fraser from The Mummy and a young Indiana Jones. Before entering the frightening fortress, the duo must face a pair of living gargoyles who guard it. Once entering, they are greeted by a large library filled with knickknacks, including the Hand of Midas. Is stealing from a vampire considered grave robbing? Once upstairs, our heroes finally encounter Count Orstud himself, but this notorious Nosferatu is no match for the teamwork of the Monster Fighters. Our first wave's penultimate set sees Johnny Thunder encounter the lair of a beast on a dark and stormy full moon night. Dr. Miasmo's last line of defense is this howling dogman. The werewolf is large and intimidating, and even puts up quite a fight, but luckily, Johnny remembered to pack silver bullets. The location of Dr. Miasmo's brain dome is revealed, and the hot-headed Private Steele rushes to meet the Doctor face to face. The Mad Doctor's mind control was a happy accident, His real intentions for stealing brains was to combine them. Miasmo wanted an intelligence to rival his own, and only the supernatural would do so. This marvelous brain is put into the body of Copperhead, part person, part machine, and with a bolt of lightning, the monster rises, and the Mad Doctor battles it out with Quentin Steele. Unfortunately for the Doctor, his intelligent creation doesn't share his malicious machinations, so Miasmo is fried by Copperhead, putting an end to the Doctor's evil, at least for now. It's not until the early 1960s that our next wave story takes place. The monster fighters are invited by letter to the Carnival of Madness. Tickets enough for each member were included. Our first set takes place where else but the carnival's entrance, where Jack McHammer's patience is tested against the annoying acrobats, the blue strongman, the green middle sibling, and the purple spider. The ticket prices aren't the only thing that could kill someone here. The spider's tightrope is able to trap not just the trapeze, the strongman can hurl weights, and the middle sibling is lethal, especially when his siblings shoot him out from a giant cannon. Our next attraction is the Dunk Tank, featuring one of the monster fighters' new members, Dr. Rodney Rathbone. Another sword-wielding fighter, he leaves the fencing to his fiancée, and instead wields a cutlass. Another fishy foe is the Crabman, and his dangerous piranha-infested dunk tank. Let's hope Rodney can dunk him before the bombs explode. Captain Quentin Steele stars in our next set, where he meets some of the maniac clowns who parade the circus. A seemingly endless amount stream out of the clown car's portal. I guess that's how they fit so many in there, armed with punching gloves, pies, and cotton candy wands. The circus gets a little satanic with this next spectacle. The Daredevil's fiery sphere is dangerous, but danger is the middle name of our newest monster fighter, Frank Rock. This gnarly greaser ain't afraid of anything or anyone. He takes to his signature motorcycle and launches into the Devilish Dome to face off and destroy the Daredevil. He may even steal his ride. The battle at the Big Top is up next, taking us into the circus tent with the lion, Tamer. This kitty was sick of being bossed around and took over the carnival for himself. He is aided by the fire breather, as Frank Rock and Jack Hammer must team up in order to win this fight for the ages. Let's just hope they can finish it before starting an argument. Now, what is a carnival without a ride? Miasmo returns with his Big Show Brainbot, ditching his fleshy, or rather plasticky body, for a more versatile metal machine. Captain Steele and Dr. Rathbone must work together in order to save the captured kids, and hopefully put an end to Miasmo's metal body. Be warned, as the mechanical chainsaw juggler is no joke, and he doesn't intend on letting the circus's true ringleader go down without a fight. This monster fighter reimagining's final wave sees us in the late 60s. Reports of creepy cryptids have popped up all over, and it's up to the monster fighters to track down the root of this problem once and for all. Our first set would take us to the gorgeous wilderness of Mount Crypto, where zombie miners make an entrance from their long-forgotten tombs. And up at the peak of the mountain, one sole Sasquatch is spotted. The elusive Brickfoot is a peaceful creature, and even aids the monster fighters with their undead problem. Dr. Rodney Rathbone has ditched his sideburns and intends on capturing this canyon's cryptids on film. Jack McHammer hopes to spot the rare phoenix bird. This hardened man prefers more calming hobbies. And lastly, Frank Rock is able to reach the more remote areas of the mountain with one of his many motorbikes. Our next set sees father and daughter, Rodney Rathbone and Ann Lee, travel by truck, where they encounter the vicious Jersey Devil. This flying goat thing is out for blood, but Dr. Rathbone won't let any harm come to his kid. Our next set is a battle at the Mothman Bridge. Quentin Steele, now a major, must stop the Mothman from harming the innocent civilians on the bridge. Thankfully, he's aided by Copperhead in their new, more streamlined body. They are still capable of shocking the Mothman with their electrifying powers. The cars of the bridge are filled with groceries and fleeing civilians. Oh look, Johnny Thunder's still continuing his adventures. Major Steele puts an end to the Mothman's mania by using the hand of Midas, turning him into gold. I hear the nearby town's gonna use him as a statue. A set on the smaller side sees Jack McHammer encounter the mythical Loch Ness Monster. This Scottish hammer-handed hero is stunned. The only question is if this lakeside lass is friend or foe. A return to the marshland happens when Anne Lee encounters the Loveland Frogmen as they jaunt across the road. Anne hopes to herd them back to the safety of their swampy home. The chopper scene in this set is a remake of the chopper from the Mummy set in the original theme. Last, and certainly not least, our final set is Attack at the Flatwoods Diner. The malicious men in black try to capture the hard workers of the diner, and even the diner's sign. That's not even a real cow, put it back. Major Quentin Steele and Frank Rock try to take them down. But they do battle with the Flatwoods monster, who is Dr. Miasmo in a new and improved body, complete with a hologram face. The monster fighters must face Miasmo in a final battle. This may just be their last. I hope you've enjoyed my remake, or rather reimagining, of the Monster Fighters theme. I have a lot of nostalgia for the original, and I hope you can tell that I enjoyed making these sets. Maybe in the future, I'll remake another theme, like maybe Adventurers? Let me know your ideas for theme remakes, and what monsters and cryptids did I miss. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, leave a like. And if you want to see more LEGO content like this in the future, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I'll see you next time.